Good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's session. Being a Sunday, as usual, we are here and we are talking about health. We are talking about how we can live a longer, healthier life. And today we have a very, very interesting topics and some very, very exciting speakers who are going to be talking to us. We are going to look at retirees, how to retire gracefully and be excited, healthy, and vibrant during retirement. I know we are all heading there. You can never be young forever. So one day you'll be a retiree. And we have retirees around us and people who are just about to retire around us. And it's always good to prepare and plan in advance so that you can be able to ensure that your retirement is quite nice, graceful, healthy, and vibrant. And today we are going to have speakers who have actually walked the talk. They have they have gone through the journey and done it very, very well. And first off, I'm going to introduce a gentleman that I truly respect. This is a guy that I look at and I say, when I grow up, I want to be like him. Very, very successful in terms of his career. And also he retired gracefully and living a very, very fulfilled life, even in retirement. And this is none other than Bwana Charles Amulavu, who is also a very senior director with our company. So Charles, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, karibu Bwana Charles, you can take it away.
Hello, Fred.
Yes, I can hear you, but I can see you now.
You can hear me well?
Yes, I can.
Great. Okay, let me just start by sharing.
You're breaking off a little bit. I don't know why you're breaking.
I'm breaking off.
You come on, then you start. Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, I've changed my network.
Okay.
Let me see, probably I changed to the other one.
This is better.
Okay. Great, I am trying to, there's something on the screen saying who can share. Let me remove that. You can hear me well now?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay. Now, I need to be enabled to share.
You should be able to
yes.
because you're a co-host.
Great. I think now it is good.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the training today. And in our health talk, we are going to look at how to live a happy, healthy, fulfilling retirement life. And just as a way of introduction, my name is Charles Amulavu Masheti, and I am actually a retired banker. I worked in banking and finance for close to 30 years. And during the time I worked there, I went up the ranks to senior levels like general manager. And I also went on to run a youth and women empowerment NGO as a deputy country director. And I also had an opportunity to run and manage a world-renowned school called Starehe Boys as the director and CEO. And so I've done quite a number of things. And while I was in these busy environments, this business opportunity of Neolife came our way. And for me, unlike many people, I was not looking for money as such, because I was in very high positions where I had the money I used to travel on company functions. So I enjoyed quite a bit of the things that generally people would look for when they come into this business. But what attracted me to this opportunity was the fact that I was told I will not only get opportunities to travel the world, but I will travel with my family. Now, for me, that was a very big thing, because much as I used to travel in my opportunities in work, I was never given a chance to travel with my family. And so when I heard that it would be possible to travel the world and travel with my family, I said, this is an opportunity I should try. Again, I was told that I will work with the people that I choose. That was another big one for me, because in my working life, I never got to work with people that I chose. I worked with people that I found there, or those who I employed. And some of them were not very good people. And yet I still had to work with them. And then I was told that I would benefit and grow by empowering other people. Now that was different from the corporate world, where people grow and advance by bringing down others. So I said, if this opportunity allows me to grow people so that I benefit and grow, then this is what I want to do. And so I joined, and today I want to share with you some interesting insights into not only preparing yourself for retirement, but how do you live during retirement, a healthy, happy life. And to start us off, I want us to look at there are certain retirement challenges that people fear or people face. And so as people near retirement, and here in Kenya, retirement right now is at the age of about 60, 65, actually 65. Previously, the days I started working, retirement was at age 55, and you could take early retirement at age 50. Nowadays, people at least can go up to 65. And what happens is that people find themselves at the brink of retirement, and then they start looking back in their lives and seeing how they are and how well prepared they are for retirement. I recall one time one of my bosses in the bank was given a letter that was telling her that she was going to retire in 5 years. And I remember this lady went and protested profusely and said that she had put a wrong date of birth in her identity card. And so she wanted the ID adjusted by another 5 years so that she could have another 10 years rather than 5, because she felt she had not been prepared for retirement and she didn't know what she would do after that. And this happens to a lot of people. And as we continue with this training, you will see that there are certain things that are reality to us. One, we were told, you know, this was predicted by the World Health Organization more than 20 years ago. And they said that by the year 2020, which we have surpassed, the chronic diseases would account for a big portion of the people who will be suffering in the world. And they said that those that will account for deaths worldwide include heart diseases, and I'm sure you have seen this, cancer, diabetes, stroke, chronic respiratory disease, obesity, among others. And so as you go towards retirement, we need to remember that our bodies start deteriorating, the energy levels reduce, the muscles, the things that kept us vibrant, unless we do something about it, they very quickly start going down. And you find yourself not having that energy to be able to sustain yourself post-working time. And so let's look at some of the challenges that come with, especially people who are 50 and above. And as I'm talking about the people who are going into retirement, remember that this applies even to the younger people, because you need to start taking care of what you will be more than even 30 years before. So if you are 18, if you are 20, the things that you start doing as you go into your 30s will determine how you will live post 50. So everybody on this call needs to be very careful and to see that, to see to it that they do the right things. So weight gain and obesity are a big challenge, especially as you go towards retirement. And I'm sure you have seen that this challenge has become so big that it is now even affecting younger people and even children. So you need to be aware of this and know that you need to do something. Onset of degenerative diseases like cancer, diabetes, heart disease, again, these things pronounce themselves more as you head towards retirement. And so you need to be aware. Bone and joint challenges. You hear people saying that if they sit, they want to sit until a session is over or until they are through with the things that they want to do. Otherwise, this idea of standing and sitting gives them a big challenge, especially on their joints. And so you need to start doing something and continue doing something about your bones and health and joint health. Again, things like menopause set in. This is talked about more in ladies, even though it also affects men, but predominantly it is the ladies who are affected by this. We also have muscle and skin deterioration, you know, where muscles start wearing down and your skin starts surging, you start getting fine lines and things like those. So those are real challenges, especially as we head towards retirement. Memory loss. You find somebody holding car keys in their hands and they are looking all over asking for where the keys could have been. These are real challenges that one needs to be aware of and to see what to do so that you don't get there. Eyesight challenges. You start getting challenges reading normal writings, looking, seeing far. You want things to come near you so that you're able to see. And these are real challenges. You don't want to lose your eyesight or to have a weak eyesight when you are in a position where you don't have so many people with you. So again, you have issues of prostate challenges. Prostate affects a lot of people, and you know, we are told that from the time you get to, especially for men, when you get to the age of 30, 35, you must make sure you deliberately manage your prostate health. And I will talk a bit about what to do, because that, if it is not deliberate, then it is going to be a big challenge, especially as you head towards retirement and when you're in retirement. Sexual dysfunction is another big challenge, where you want to enjoy full life, but then your system starts going down and it does not give you sufficient energy to be able to go through these normal functions. Then there is stress, and this stress comes up due to various things like physical, psychological, and financial challenges. Because remember, when you go into retirement, if you are working in a corporate environment, normally the income, if you are fortunate enough to go into pension, your income will go to less than a third of what you are earning when you are working. And that poses a real challenge. And if one was not prepared for it, then it is going to be an even bigger challenge for you. So having looked at all these challenges, let's go through the things that we need to do so that we are ready for it and we don't have to go through the challenges, because you hear that people at that age normally will go through those challenges. So what I want to urge you is take control of your health. It is critical. It has to be deliberate. It has to be something that you will want to do on a regular basis. Because if you don't take control of your health, then you will spend the little money that you will have, the little resources, trying to work and support that same health. So what do? Let's look at some of the things that are critical. For you to have a healthy lifestyle, it is critical that you work on the three key things. One is exercise, the other one is rest, and the third one is diet. And this one, you have to do it right from the time you are young until you get into even retirement. You don't forget to do these things. Otherwise, your body will give in for you. So at least 3 times a week, do some aerobic exercises. Take a brisk walk. Go up the stairs instead of taking lifts. You know, check your BMI regularly. Make sure that your weight is good. And you know, the exercises that you do don't have to be too vigorous, but they need to be exercises that get you to a level where you sweat and you increase your breathing. Then it is critical that you take time to also rest. Rest is important. I know in this day and age, and especially having gone through this, and we are still going through the pandemic season, people now have to do a lot more to be able to put food on their table, to be able to meet their day-to-day challenges and expectations. But even in that busy environment, it is recommended that you take a bit of time to rest. Otherwise, your body will give in. There are certain hormones, there are certain things that are released when you are in rest. Certain functions like digestion happen a lot when you are resting rather than when you are busy. So it is critical. And then the most important, make sure you take care of your diet. I read somewhere a doctor who once said that we dig our graves with forks and knives. And that was a very powerful thing that really touched me, because you can imagine fork and knife. It means the things that you put in your mouth can be the things that will take you very quickly to your grave. So if you don't take care, if you don't eat natural, if you don't increase things like fruits, whole grains, you know, things that give you energy, things that support your body system, then it is going to affect you in your later years. Now let's look at the way our normal lifestyle is. You can see, normally we are supposed to live a very vibrant life throughout until the time that you know, God allows us to live on this world. But then you find that as people continue, because of things like stress, lack of sleep, minimal exercises, increased weight, you find that people start getting tired very early. You know, around the age of 25, 30, you start getting people saying they are tired, they are not able to do things. By the time they're approaching 40, 50, they are sick, and they remain sick until, you know, later on, so that they are not able to even do normal things that they are supposed to do. So what does a normal, you know, health status look like? We are supposed to actually live fully a vibrant life until we are, you know, throughout our life expectancy. Now, why don't we live this healthy status? It is because of our diet. And when we look at our diet, the World Health Organization recommends that at the bottom of the pyramid, we need to make sure that we are doing some physical activity and we are managing our weight. We are told to eat 40% of our meals should include whole grains. And you and me know that whole grains are normally things that are not easy to cook. They take time. They are not very tasty. But then it is recommended that 40% of our food should be whole grains. Then fruits and vegetables should occupy 30% of what we eat. and proteins should reduce to about 20%. And it's recommended that you take more of the white meats if you are eating meat rather than the red meats, because they come in with other challenges. And then only 10% should comprise fats and sugars. And make sure that you take lots of water on a daily basis. This is because most of our body systems work using water. So what happens? We have turned this pyramid upside down. We are taking far too much fats and sugars. And you know, these days, fast food is more popular. People want to go and just pick and eat. And then we take too much protein, especially red meats. Fruits and vegetables, we don't take much. Actually, there are people who don't even take, and they don't like vegetables. They take fruits once in a while. Whole grains are a rare commodity in most houses. And then physical activity. I know of people who will take their car from home, get to the basement parking of their office, take a lift to the probably even just second floor, get into the office, sit on a swivel chair, and they will work there. Lunch will be brought for them. In the evening, they'll come out, take the lift, take a vehicle, go home, and then sit. So we don't have a chance to do any physical exercises. And yet we have many opportunities that we can use to do physical exercises. So what do? Neolife has come up with a solution, a product that will turn this pyramid the right side way. And what happens is that it is recommended that you do your best to eat the best diet that is full of whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, and a bit of protein, and very little fats and sugars. Now, if you know that you're not doing justice to that, and majority of us are not able to eat properly, then it is recommended that you take a product called Provitality. Provitality contains 4 different products: multivitamins, it contains omega-3, it contains carotenoid complex, and it contains TRNN grain concentrates. And I'll just quickly run through the different products that are involved in this. And remember, the critical thing is we want to make sure that we are healthy at the cellular level. And for us to be healthy at the cellular level, it means that taking whole grains through TRNN, it will make sure that our cell membrane is permeable enough and the food and the nutrients get into the cell, the wastes go out. Because if you can see the cell on the left, this cell is an unhealthy cell because the cell membrane, the cell membrane has become hard and impermeable, so that not all the nutrients get into the cell, and a lot of the waste that should go out is not going out. So what we should do is make sure that we take TRNN that feeds our cells. It increases cellular energy and optimizes membrane function, making sure that the nutrients get into the cell and the waste get out. The other product that we have is carotenoid complex that is known to increase and boost our immunity by 37% in just 20 days, fruits and vegetables. Then we have salmon oil, omega-3 salmon oil. And omega-3 salmon oil is known to reduce inflammation by an index of about 68% in just 8 weeks. And you know, as you get into retirement, one of the big challenges that causes a problem with the body is inflammation. And so you need to make sure that omega-3 is part of your diet so that you reduce inflammation and you reduce your challenges with the joints and your bones. And then we have multivitamins. And multivitamins are critical because they are the things that give us the energy, the things that give us that basic nutrition that enables our body functions to work. So, having said that, let's look at a few of the other things that we need to do. Taking care of your bones, making sure they are strong and healthy joints. You need to have a product called Calmag. Calcium and magnesium ensures that your bone structure is strong enough, and it continues replenishing the calcium that is required to maintain strong bones. Omega-3 salmon oil reduces inflammation and ensures that you are able to move your joints very well. And then full motion will regenerate healthy joint cartridges that ensures mobility and flexibility of your joints. Then, having said all that, I want to quickly just look at some of the products that one must ensure that they take, and I've divided them for both women and men. And then I'll bring on somebody who will talk about her life in retirement and why they have kept healthy. Personally, I've benefited a lot from these products. I am more energetic now than I was 20, 30 years ago. I've already gone beyond 50 years, heading towards 60. But most people, when they look at me, they say, I must be in my early 30s. That is because I have deliberately made sure that I take care of my health, and I make sure that nutrition is key to my diet. So for women, what are some of the products that are critical if you want to make sure that you're going to live a healthy life into retirement and you're going to remain vibrant? Number one is Provitality that I've just talked about, that contains TRNN, multivitamins and multiminerals, carotenoid complex, and omega-3. This is a must product, and it's the most basic that one should take as a supplementation for your diet. Calmag is critical for women. You know, women lose calcium because of their normal body functions. And so it is critical to continue replenishing that calcium by taking a supplement that is called calcium and magnesium, or Calmag. It is very critical for women. We've seen women getting into challenges of osteoporosis, breaking of their hips, and breaking of their bones, because they start becoming brittle as the body takes out the calcium from the bones that it requires to function the other body systems. So keep on replenishing to make sure that does not happen. The other product is wheat germ oil. And wheat germ oil is critical, especially when ladies get into menopause. And wheat germ oil is a product that helps to minimize the hot flashes, and it gives the lady that good outlook throughout, to make sure that they don't get embarrassed and feel that things are not going well. So it's a critical product for them. Aloe Vera Plus will help you with the stress management, a very good drink that keeps you calm at all times. Then you have vitamin E. Vitamin E works to improve your skin, and it also helps you to get blood to circulate in all the parts of the body, thereby ensuring that all the nutrients are transported to all the key areas. Then the other product that we have is Cruciferous. And Cruciferous is known to strengthen the body defenses. And you know, there is the onset of things like cancers, like cervical, breast cancer. You want to make sure you keep this away. And the best product to use is Cruciferous Plus. And then the other product that comes in very handy is Feminine Herbal Complex. Feminine Herbal Complex helps to balance the hormones. And you know, as you start aging, getting above 50, that becomes even more critical. It will help you to balance your hormones. It will continue to give you that best outlook and eliminate things like PMS, premenstrual cycle, that affects ladies and gives them a very poor esteem. And so feminine herbal should be part of what you want to keep with yourself. And then vitamin B complex that energizes you and also supports the healthy back and your nervous system. So again, it's critical. It reduces those pains that women get at certain times of the month. Then don't forget your protein. And the Neolife Shake is the best protein that you can have, because it not only calms you down and balances your hormones, it also energizes you and helps you to manage your weight. So women, as you go towards that time, make sure that you are able to at least interact with these products. And what should men then take? Start with Provitality as well. Very critical. If you can't do any other products, make sure Provitality is there, and then keep on adding the other products. Zinc, very critical, because it supports the healthy prostate gland. And you know, men, as they go beyond the age of 50, they start getting challenges that like enlargement of the prostate. Zinc will ensure that this will not happen. Then Aloe Vera Plus will manage your stress levels. Vitamin E not only helps to circulate blood into all the areas, but it also supports the healthy dysfunction that comes in with age. So it will ensure that you are able to perform well as a man, even as you continue to go beyond 50. So it will support your libido and the other things because of pushing blood into all the right areas. The other product, again, is Cruciferous. And Cruciferous, we have said, is a product that strengthens the body defenses, especially against hormonal cancers and the things that come in as you get into that age. Then it is important that you have masculine herbal complex. And one of the critical herbs, because masculine herbal complex is a complex of several herbs, but I want to pull out and highlight one called saw palmetto. Saw palmetto is a very good herb that enhances vitality in men and also supports the function of the prostate. So you can see, combining zinc and masculine herbal, then you take care of the vitals for men. Then again, for men, it's critical that you also have your NutriShake or Neolife Shake to make sure that you have sufficient amounts of proteins. Again, remember, one of the challenges we talked about was degeneration of your muscles. Proteins will help to rebuild these muscles to ensure that you are energetic, you are vibrant, you are able to do many things that you want to continue doing even in retirement. I've thrown in our nutrients range because even as you go into retirement, you must continue looking younger for longer. And this nutrient set of products is good for both men and women, and it helps you look young and vibrant, and it gives you a good outlook in life. So again, you want to make sure that you're interacting with this. Now, for those of us who are guests on this call, I would urge you to get in touch with the person who invited you to see other targeted solutions that Neolife offers. You know, things like bone health, stress management. If you want to just target, and as you go into that age, weight management, heart health, energy and fitness, digestive health, boosting your immunity, reducing your sugar level management, reproductive health, home care, skin care, and farm care. These are other targeted solutions that you want to make sure that you are aware of, so that when you want to focus on certain specifics, then you will know which products to take. As I go towards concluding, I want to say that it is possible to live a happy retirement. And as you go into this next phase of your life, may you enjoy the very best that life has to offer. It is possible. Again, you can see this, young-looking couple, very happy in their retirement. It is possible for you. And the work starts right now. You don't wait until you are getting into retirement to start taking care of your health. Start taking care of your health as soon as now, and then continue managing it so that even when you get into retirement, you will still remain vibrant, you will still remain energetic, your joints will remain flexible, you'll be able to function in all areas without any fear. So at this point, I want to, let me just stop sharing. Now, I want to invite our guest today, Madam Lydia Mwesa, to just share with us her experience in terms of how she has managed her health and how life is in retirement when you take care of yourself in the earlier years. Lydia, please take it up and let's hear your testimony on this.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mlavu. Thank you, Fred Gishuki, for inviting me into this session. Thank you, everyone, for being here to hear what I need to say in regard to the good things that Amulavu has shared with us, and what has been some of the impact of some of that I have tried to apply in my life. My name is Lydia Mwesa, as already said. I am a teacher by profession, though now retired. I'm a lecturer, also, let me say retired. I am a mother, and now doing some business with Neolife International full-time. That means that I'm retired, but not tired, and I'm going to say a few things in regard to that. Having said that, I've been a teacher, it happened that in 38 years of teaching, I realized that it was not possible for me to achieve my dreams, as we all have dreams when we are going through school and college of what we want to achieve. And I wasn't able, I didn't see myself achieving even within, I saw that towards the end of the first 10 days. And so along the years, that realization gave me stress, gave me stress. I was very busy teaching. I added, courses, I added degree to see whether my salary would improve, but it wouldn't, it would still be cut, reduced, taxation things. So the stress amassed, and incidentally, though I didn't know that particular time, I started to get sick. I started to get sick, and especially when I was in my second decade, I started to get sick. And in fact, I developed a malfunctioning of the thyroid gland. And sometimes it's called goiter when it is at the front of the neck. Mine wasn't outside. Perhaps it got swollen inside, but I was very sick. And so I started the medication for thyroid to improve my thyroid function. But soon I started to get side effects, as the doctor always, every once in a while, in fact, more often than not, added to the dosage. So they found that I had high blood pressure. And as I went on, they also found that the blood sugar was rising. I was actually properly sick. And while I was at this state, which I had been for 28 years of being sick with the treatment, Neolife found me. Okay? A colleague invited me to a meeting here in Nairobi, where I still live in Nairobi, and invited me to a session where someone talked about the exact things that Mr. Amulav has shared with us so vividly, and that was great work, Mr. Amulav. Thank you so much. You know, that was shared, and people talked about how the supplements had helped them. They also, you know, from diabetes, from asthma, and so on. Others talked about how they were earning extra and enjoying better lifestyles. But as for me, I realized when you are sick, you desire nothing else better than health. So even though it was stress that had made me sick, you know, I forgot about money. I really wanted to be sick, and all hopes of getting better were almost diminishing in my life. And you know, that brought upon me a lot of frustration, where I knew no sooner would I retire from teaching than I would go home to die, because I had witnessed that with many people happening, with many people who would come home, you know, because initially I was working up country, and in a short while they would die. And I knew that would exactly happen to me, and I couldn't do anything about it. You know, it was just so frustrating. But when these people shared what they shared at this particular meeting, I saw myself identifying with health right away. And when they talked about how I could reach these Neolife supplements, even by, you know, partnering with the company to be able to reach them for myself, and you know, with affordable prices, I did right away, same day, actually, same evening. I couldn't just wait. And I started using them. I was given some with the registration. They helped me know what else I could add. And Mr. Mulav has done a good job in pointing to some of those. In fact, many of those that he talked about, I started taking. And friends, I want to tell you something. I couldn't believe it, that within the first few months, even as few as 6, I had started experiencing great improvement in my body. In fact, I could now think straight, become energetic, and be able to execute my duties more effectively and happily, in fact. And as if that were not enough, that when I went to see the doctor, she said that, in fact, the pressure was getting better and better, in fact, normal at that particular appointment that she talked about. And then the sugar was also levelizing. And I understood that is why I was feeling so much better. In fact, the doctor added that the dosage she had been giving me looked too much when she read the test results from the laboratory when I gave them to her. And she started to reduce. To me, that was the greatest news, that I'm feeling better, and now the dosage that had always been increased was now getting reduced. So I knew I had started to get better, and hope started creeping back into me. And in fact, within 3 years, 8 months, even before that, I had shown the doctor what I had been taking, the supplements of Neolife International, had carried them to her clinic. And she looked at them, because I told them, doctor, there are some things I'm taking here. I don't know if they have helped me. Because I needed some affirmation that yes, they have. Of course, I didn't expect anything else, because I was a beneficiary. And she looked at them and said, these are very good. In fact, I also take them. So sometimes when I hear some of our friends say that the doctor said that I should not take this one, in fact, I have discontinued, I really pity them. I almost cry silently in my heart, because I know such a pronouncement is a death sentence to that particular patient. I can only pray and encourage them. But here my doctor confirmed I used them. So I asked her, so do you think they have helped me? You know, naively, for more confirmation, she said, definitely they have. So I asked, should I continue to take them? And she said with her own mouth, definitely yes. So within the first 3 years, 8 months of treatment with the doctor and the use of the supplements, the doctor said in that particular appointment that my thyroid gland had become normal. And you see, it was not new good news to me. I could experience it in my body. I was sharp in my mind, very clear, energetic, very hopeful, full of life, with a lot of hope of living, not the fear of death anymore on retirement. And I told myself, this disease that I have suffered from 28 solid years, in 3 years, 8 months, I am okay. Then these are diseases that do not kill anyone. And Mr. Mlava has put it very, 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 very strongly that we need this food, because when we lack it, diseases are definitely going to catch up with that, and especially as we age. When I started to get better and better, I started to now experience the enjoyment of money, extra money coming to me. I had started earning right around the beginning. My first check was 1,400, but I saw it grow with the use of more products and also talking to other people to use them, to help them save their lives with this kind of information. And they told their friends, and together we were enjoying better health. And others came in because they heard there was extra money and better lifestyles. And as they came in, of course, I started enjoying money. I started earning friends. 1,400, rising to 5, to 10, to 15, to 20. And guess what? On the day that I was retiring from Teacher Service Commission, on the 31st December 2014, glory to God, Neolife promoted me to director. And my money shot up to 50,000 plus every month. So I had no fear of death, of retirement, sorry. And in fact, I had been looking forward to the day I would retire. You know, as I got better, I looked forward to retirement instead of fearing the way I used to fear. And colleagues, my colleagues who are here, you know, in the bracket of retired officers, and those that are still working, this is an opportunity that gives you the desire to live longer and not the fear to die soonest. And the best time to start is now, and live the years that God has given us with better health and joy. Anyway, so my money, I started earning 50,000 plus every month. In addition to my pension, I wasn't waiting for pension. I was not worried, and lifestyle improved. The conventional retirement is that we have finished working, we have gone home, many times sick, and with the time the money finishes, because we have projects to finish and we have children and grandchildren still doing school, and before we know it, even the lump sum is exhausted. So poverty starts creeping in. And with the poverty and the disease, death comes soonest. But here we can redefine retirement. So I started to enjoy lifestyles instead of being home to get poor and to die soonest. And I found myself feasting in the best hotels in Kenya, all paid for by the company, because I am a director, a retired officer who is director with the Neolife International. In fact, the term retirement almost escaped my mind. I forgot I was retired. It's like I was starting life all over again, living all over again, living the life I missed for 28 years. At my prime age, I didn't enjoy life because I was sick and feared to die. And as money increased and enjoyed lifestyle, the lifestyle of even traveling abroad, though retired, met me. And that has left a big mark, has given me a lot of hope in me to live longer, to enjoy this money, enjoy this lifestyle, and enjoy better health. So I have been to Cape Town, retired and traveling the world. fly for free with other officers of the company, the directors, the leaders. I've been to Abu Dhabi, of course, through Dubai. And this is very special. What New Life has done for me, God bless the founder and the CEOs and all the officers that work at New Life. New Life has been sent by God to bring back life to the dying population of the world and better our lifestyles with money and achieve our dreams. Of course, I've been able to achieve some of the dreams that I need to achieve. I found myself having rentals. Now I'm a landlady. In fact, I call myself a landlord. For extra income, I found myself able to pay school fees comfortably in a good school. And to me, that is very special. What does the future have for me? Just briefly. God has impressed it on my heart that He has given me extra days to live because He wants me to touch many more lives, to bring me health, extra money, and a better lifestyle, and of course, hope to the so many that fear retirement, the so many that are retired and are ailing. We don't have to age sick. We can age with better health and money and better lifestyles. We can age not sick and poor. We can age with health and money. It is time to redefine retirement. This is the generation to redefine retirement, that we can be retired but healthy with money, blessing other lives, and God will use us in the ministry. And therefore, I want to say this. For those of us that are here, and for those of us who have people that are still working, and we have children we are bringing up, let us talk about this. Let us bring hope and prepare everyone to face retirement with longing and courage. And for those of us that my colleagues that are retired, if you are a guest here, I cannot see you not making a decision because it's about you. The choice is yours. The choice was mine that day of the 15th July 2012 when I joined New Life. I finished 9 years in New Life, I'm doing my 10 years, and I feel like I'm just starting. I feel very happy to have this opportunity. The future is very bright. I want to leave a legacy and help many people with this information, with this knowledge. And as Mr. Mulavu comes to close, I want to say again, thank you, Fred Gishuki and Mr. Mulavu and everyone for listening to me and just giving me an opportunity to share my excitement in my journey with the New Life. It is your turn. Choose life, and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Wow, what a testimony. Thank you very much, Lydia, for sharing from your heart. A very moving, powerful, and inspiring testimony. It is possible to retire into a happier life, happier, healthier. And as we bring the meeting to a close, I want to encourage especially the guests on the call, make sure you get in touch with the person who invited you for more information on how you can interact with these products to make sure that you take care of your health right from now to the time that you will retire, to the time that you will not, generally many people don't have energy, you will continue having as much energy as Lydia, you have heard from Lydia. Again, to just let you know that there is a financial opportunity and benefit in this opportunity as well. So you can make sure you take care of your health, and you can take care of the health of your pocket as well. And Lydia has touched on that. So again, for the guests, please turn to the person who invited you, get in touch with them, ask them to show you how you can also use, as you use these nice, great products, how you can also make some extra income that will help you manage yourself during retirement. So thank you very much for being on the call today. It was a pleasure sharing these few insights with you. I hope that there is something that I've said that will benefit you, and you will go and do something different out of the session that we have had today. So thank you very much. We will meet with you again another time, and I want to hand over to Fred to then do the final close. Thank you, and God bless you.
Wow, 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 wow. Amulavu. Lydia, you guys have really done it. You brought it home so nicely. I mean, one feels I really need to get there. I need to go get there and retire gracefully. You've done it so well, and we are proud of you guys. And I'm sure the guests and the distributors on the call have really, really appreciated. Just to remind you guys, the recording of this session will be available later this evening. So you can be able to listen to it over and over again. You can recommend it to some few friends so that they can also be able to share. But before we go, I saw a question on the call, which I think maybe Lydia Mwesa can respond to. Somebody was asking, which products did you use for goiter? Maybe Lydia, you can just share. I can see she's muted. Lydia, are you able to unmute yourself?
I'm able.
Okay.
Thank you, Fred.
Yes.
Just the basic ones. First things first, the Provitality, of course, and just the specific ones, because the good news with the new life supplements is that they will add health for whatever else you are taking it for. They will still bring more health. So the Provitality, and of course the feminine herbal, and the multi-mineral and alfalfa. I have taken that. I take also the vitamin B. Is very crucial. I take the calmant and the zinc. You know, those are some of the specific ones. But the good news is you can get more guidelines as you get to know the patient or get to understand yourself, because these illnesses come with other side effects. That, as I talked of, I got high blood pressure. I got, that when those come, you are applying, or a friend, or even me, I can put my number here. Friends send me referrals, friends to talk to, and they get help. Feel free to talk to me, depending on what else, or talk to your upline, and I'm sure you can be able to have the supplements according to the need of the patient, yourself, or whoever else you might want to help with the information. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Lydia. I believe that answers the guest that was asking the question. So guys, there you have it. Have a blessed evening. Thank you again, Amulavu. Thank you, Lydia, for your session today. We look forward to seeing you again next Sunday when we'll be discussing another issue on health, on how we can live a longer, healthier life. So thank you. God bless you. Have a blessed evening.
God bless you. Thank you.